on Facebook too. Okay, we got some people. Oh, Mike, Liz, what's going on, guys?
I love it. It's gonna be a good one.
Yeah. Liz. Hi, Liz. You're so sweet, Liz. We got a good episode coming in for you guys.
Coming in hot.
Coming in hot. Is there anyone on Facebook?
I don't know.
Sorry, guys. We're just waiting for people.
My phone died, so
Yeah. Anyway, should we just get going?
yeah, we should.
Okay. So we put up a poll this week, and we asked, what did we ask?
Business or personal?
Business or personal, and we got mixed reviews, but we're just gonna do personal.
And the next week we'll do business.
Yeah. So we have a list of questions for each other.
Based on what we know about each other relationship-wise.
Yep.
And obviously you guys know we have two very, very different lives when it comes to relationships.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go through it all with you guys and ask a ton of questions that you're gonna want to know the answers to.
Yeah. Do you want to go first?
Sure.
Okay. No, I want I'm going first.
Okay, go.
Okay, these are my questions to Jessica. And feel free to join in and ask questions. I know there's a lot of you, so I'm just kidding. There's 4 of you. Yeah, anything you want to know about Jessica? She's in the hot seat. Okay, cool. First question. Is this where you thought you'd be at almost 30 years old?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Okay, so I always knew I would be a young mom. I always knew I'd get married young.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I didn't like necessarily picture it like this, but I definitely always knew I was going to be a young mom and get married really young. For sure.
Damn.
Yeah, I actually thought I'd be younger.
I know, you're a little old.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought I'd be younger. I really did.
Oh, shit.
Right?
Do you want to go one and one? Or?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I do.
Okay.
I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
Okay, I want you to tell me what your relationship style is. So, like, tell me about it.
Like how I am in a relationship?
Now, tell me about the relationships you've had, like just, I guess, your life and when it comes to relationships. Do you like relationships? Do you hate them?
Okay. I'm definitely a serial monogamous. So I have been in relationships probably since I was like 16, like back to back to back. And they've all been pretty bad. No, I'm just kidding. They weren't all bad.
So these are serious relationships.
Yeah, so like long term, like 2 years plus.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, they honestly weren't great. What else can I say about them? They're all learning lessons. Even though it sucks to go through it, but yeah, I act like I'm this like tough bitch that don't need no man, but like I love relationships.
What do you love about it?
I don't know, like I just like the idea of like sharing a life with someone. Like I want this crazy big life, and there's no way I'm gonna like just have that to myself. I don't know. Fuck. Shut up.
Oh, that's so cute. Okay. I love it. What was the worst one? You don't have to tell us his name, but like tell us what was so bad about it or why.
Oh. The worst relationship I was in is probably not the one you're thinking.
I don't even know which I feel like, oh.
Okay, so I dated, if any of you have seen the show You, he's like a crazy stalker, narcissist. I dated that guy. Like not that guy, but the Calgary version of that guy. Yeah, he was crazy jealous. Yeah, he would like accuse me of sending pictures to people and text messages, and like he would check my Snapchat score at the beginning of the day. No! And then at the end of the day, I'd like spiral out of control and just be like, you were probably sending this person nudes and blah, blah, blah. And it was like really, really bad. He ended up dumping me when COVID started because I went and picked up a guy friend who he had like got drunk downtown, ended up at this girl's house and needed a ride. So I went, picked up my guy friend who I've known for 10 plus years, picked him up, dropped him off at home, and then that night, like, he called me and was like, yeah, we're done. I'm like, what?
I have so many questions right now. Like, I don't know about you guys who are watching, but you guys have got to, okay, how long were you with this dude?
Like, officially dating 3 months, but we had been like hanging out for probably about 6 or 7.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And when did this start? Like, did it only start when you officially dated?
No. It started, and there was a huge red flag at the very. My grandma's dog died, and I went to go like take her out for breakfast, and he didn't believe me that my grandma's dog died, and he's like put her on the phone. I was like, what? Like, my poor grandma. Like, no, I'm not putting my grandma on the phone. I don't even know you. And this was within the first 2 weeks that we knew each other.
Oh my God.
And I met him on Tinder. So lesson to all you people out there: don't meet anyone on Tinder.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So yeah, dated a crazy narcissist, and it ended really bad. Thought he was stalking the house. My roommate like told me months after we broke up. She's like, I didn't want to tell you, but I'm pretty sure he like drove by the house. Yeah, it was really bad. I'm sorry if he's watching. Like, it is what it is. I'm sorry, you were crazy.
Oh, that'll be so good. The comments will get. Yeah, I have one here that says, really fun watching you guys.
Oh, cute. Okay, your turn. We're getting right down to it. How has sexy time changed since having kids?
Ooh.
Or improved?
Ooh.
Mike, I know you're in here.
Yeah, Mike's gonna fucking die because I don't hide anything and I don't really care. But so we have a very, very good sex life.
Oh. And for everyone watching, they've been together for like 15 years.
We have.
Yeah.
We're just gonna let it go. So yes, I have been with my husband for 15 years, since I was 15 years old. He's the first person I slept with. We have a very, very good sex life. Like, when people tell me they only have sex like 2 times a week or like 3 times a week is good, I'm like, what?
Really?
Yeah. Like, what?
Wow.
And yeah, we have 2 kids, so it's definitely like, I mean, my kids sleep. They sleep through all of it.
So how has it changed since having kids?
It really hasn't.
What about when you were pregnant?
Yeah, that was weird. I did not like I don't know, it felt fucking weird. Like, very fucking, like, you know, you
Mike, feel free to chime in here.
You got this belly, you got this. It was weird. It was really weird.
Really?
And I had 2 C-sections, so I definitely had to like take it easy after having the babies. And like the first time after you have a kid was fucking terrifying. Like, I've never been so scared in my entire life.
This is like the best birth.
It really is. Right?
Hi, Nikki. Oh, Max. Sup, Max?
So yeah, no, our sex life has always been good. It hasn't really changed with like having kids per se. That hasn't really dampened anything.
Oh,
I mean,
shit.
we lock the door now because Aiden's old enough to walk in. One time, only once, which isn't too bad. I was actually like last week, but Aiden was like, "Why does it sound like mommy's making sounds?" And I was like,
Let's hear the dirt, Max. Max, we're talking about her sex life right now, so
We are.
you came in at a good time.
Wait till we talk about Amber. Getting nice and dirty, guys.
Okay, that leads me to my next question then. One of my questions for you was, how do you keep like such a long-term relationship like sexy or spicy? Like, because you guys do a really good job at it.
I don't, well, I mean, one, have you looked at him?
Aww.
And, like, we've changed. I don't know if any of you guys have ever like creeped my Facebook, but like, if you scroll back and looked at pictures of Mike and I, we have a serious glow up. Like, what we look like now is not what we look like back then. So, I mean, we've definitely gotten much better looking with age.
So if you could give one piece of advice for having to keep a long-term relationship going, what is it? Have sex?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Okay.
But actually, I think you should never break up mad at each other, ever.
So you should break up happy?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Like,
okay, seriously, I was watching this TikTok. I'm dead serious, guys, okay? If you're fighting with somebody, you're heated, you're in the moment, and like you're letting your emotions make a decision.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
But if you guys are happy, you're good, and you guys make a mature decision to not be together anymore, all the power to you.
Yeah. One of my exes is on this.
Yes, can we talk about it?
Yeah,
Love it.
okay, next question.
What was the worst sex you've ever had? Tell us about it. Nope. I told you they were good.
Oh my God, there's so many. I'm joking. Okay, probably worst one. I was still living with my parents. This is like, I moved to England for a bit, and then I moved back home with my parents, and I had people. I can't even believe I'm like saying this. Anyway, I had people over, and the guy was there, and we ended up like, obviously. Amber, please tell us. Shut up. Okay, long story short, we had sex. We both blacked out. We had sex. He ended up waking up in like my dad's bed. My mom and dad sleep in separate rooms. I don't remember it. He doesn't remember it. The next morning I wake up, he's not there. I'm like, where the fuck is he? He's in my dad's bed. I'm like, where the fuck is my dad? I'm like, let's get out of here like right now. Like it was really, really bad. It was like traumatizing bad. I had to drive him home the next day. I was just like, oh, get me out of this. That's like the other ones I don't really want to talk about on the live, but
There's more. You guys wait, I'm just warming her up. I mean, bonus of being in a long-term relationship, like that, you two always know what the other person likes. Like, there's no doubt about it, so it doesn't get weird or awkward.
Okay,
or,
so
like,
I have a question for you now. One of my questions were, do you think you missed being in a relationship for 15 years? Do you think you missed out on the whole dating apps?
Yes, 100% I do. Sometimes. I'm honest. I've literally been with him forever. So like I've never had the chance, like dating was not something that ever happened. Ever, because A, we were fucking 15 and didn't have money or knew how to drive.
Yes.
So that just never existed in my life. But I think that I'm able to live pretty vicariously through my friends and through like, you know, people's stories, and social media helps. And I realize that I definitely have the greener grass.
So what do you think you missed out on when it comes to dating apps and like that whole era?
I think the idea, like, I want to say the growth that you make. So like when you say you've learned so much from every relationship and that growth and that change,
yeah,
I didn't get any of that. I mean, I still did it, but not in the same way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me tell you right now, you didn't miss out shit. Dating apps suck. If anyone on this live can talk about dating apps, yeah.
Let us know.
They fucking suck. Okay. Do you have another question?
God, I have plenty.
Okay.
What was, let me see actually. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask because I will make her answer. What relationship made you grow the most?
What did he say? Tinder's the best. That's my ex.
Oh, good. Did you meet on Tinder?
No, we didn't. Literal trash. For you, it's the best. No, it's not the best.
Good story.
Okay,
What relationship made you grow the most and why?
Actually, the one with the guy who's in this live.
Oh.
We met super young.
Yeah.
I think we were like 19 when we met. We were together for 5 years. So we were super young and we got together. We were together for a really long time. It didn't end up working out. We were just so young, right?
Yeah.
But I learned probably the most from that relationship. Oh, Nikki's like, oh shit. Yeah, like I'm gonna be honest, it was the hardest one to get over. Yeah, he was like I'll admit this, he knows this, he was like my greatest love. And it was a lot of growth because it taught me a lot about myself, and him. And like thankfully we've now been broken up for like 6 or 7 years and we're like good friends now. Yeah.
So I have to ask, what made the breakup happen? What ended it?
You want to answer this question? No, I'm just kidding. It was a lot of things. Like looking back on it, we were just definitely going in different paths because we were really young to get together, and I feel like you guys are really fortunate that you guys worked while you were that young. And okay, well, whatever.
No. Yeah.
We were really young. We wanted different things. We still had a lot of growing, and we still do have a lot of growing to do. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say about this one.
I totally have to interject because obviously Mike and I were 15, like 19-year-olds at one point in our relationship.
Yeah.
And there are many, many, many times that we didn't know.
Hey, we're glad we're homies now.
We didn't know how to grow together, but like you just kind of I mean, it's not easy.
I think you either do or you don't, right? Like that's kind of it.
I don't know. I have like a super jaded, I guess, decision on like things. I think that anybody can work things out if they really want to.
Yeah. Well, we unfortunately didn't. Still love ya.
Still homies. It's all good.
Yeah.
Jenna says she's so proud of us both. Thanks, Jenna.
Aww. We're also on Facebook Live too.
Yeah, and it's super funny because Amber and I went to 3rd grade together, and that's where we met Jenna too.
Oh yeah. So Jess and I have known each other for over 20 years. Yeah. Okay, next question on the list.
Oh God.
I don't know. I don't really have any more, but I have a lot. But okay, I'm just gonna. What pisses you off the most about like being in a long distance or long term relationship or married with kids? Like, what is your biggest thing? Like when you see your friends that are single, or
being able to go and do whatever you want to do. Like I can't. Oh fuck. Okay, so I was driving here and there's like all these people on the patios on down 17, and I'm like, I cannot do that. Like my kids go to bed at 7. There's no fucking going past 7 anywhere. Like not a chance. Yeah, like that sucks. I can't just go for a coffee, or I can't just. Yeah, that by far is like the hardest part. So I would say it's definitely having kids more so than it is.
So you have FOMO
Being in a relationship. No, it's just like I can't do it if I wanted to.
Oh.
Like literally can't.
Yeah. I mean, you could.
I could. And I mean, we used to. Mike and I used to have the most fucking mint setup ever because a really good friend of mine, she was actually my employee, she rented out my basement suite.
Oh.
So we made a deal with her that we charged way less rent, and she would in turn take our baby monitor every time we wanted to go out. And it was fucking awesome because she had a newborn baby herself, so she was at home all the time. And she was more of like a homebody type of person anyways. So it literally was perfect. I swear to God, Mike and I were so spoiled. We went out like every single night. Everyone was like, how do you do this with kids? Get a basement suite. Hire somebody to live.
Mike's been very quiet in this chat here.
He is. We're very, very opposite.
I know, I was reading that when you sent me that thing about you guys. Opposites. Okay, so how has that affected your relationship? Because you always hear, I need one of those. Because you always hear like opposites attract, or like there has to be some common ground.
So when we first started dating, we were legit like 100% opposite. We did not have one damn thing in common. And when I tell you that, I mean like I wanted to live in an apartment in Vancouver, and Mike wanted to buy an acreage in probably fucking Saskatchewan. Like he was a country cowboy. We were nothing alike, nothing. And like I'm sure you kind of remember me back in high school, but like I was prissy, and sort of snobby a little bit. Like living on a farm, never gonna happen. Any of that. So we, for real, were polar opposites. We didn't like the same movies. We didn't like the same music. We didn't like anything that was the same. But somehow we just, I don't know. It just worked. Yeah, like I think we were able to teach each other so much. Like he took me camping. I know it sounds just super stupid and really little, but he took me camping for the first time ever, which was like so cool. So I got to learn to like put up a tent with him and like do all.
Oh my God, you're such a city kid.
Yeah, and then like he took me fishing for the first time or things like that, and I took him to his first race. Give a little, take a little. I love it. Yeah. So, okay, how many dates till you do the deed?
You want the PG answer, or do you want the real answer?
The real one.
Okay, so ideally, like at least 3.
Ideally, okay. Ideally. But for real.
Okay, it depends on where you're at. Like if you're dating to like be in a relationship, definitely make him court you. Fuck that. Like you're taking me out on dates, you're buying me food. Like this is the courting phase. This is where you impress me. If you're just dating to have sex, then like the first date, I don't know.
The first date.
Like honestly, yeah, I would say depends on what your intent is. If you're dating to be in a relationship, then absolutely make him wait. I would say like 3 dates minimum for sure. That's that would be minimum. But if you just are trying to get it in, first date.
First thing.
What kind of bullshit that? Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I like it.
Okay. What do you think of when I say the phrase cuffing season? Do you know what cuffing season is?
No.
What do you think of when I say the phrase cuffing season?
Sounds very, I don't know, I really want to Google it.
No, just what comes to your mind.
What comes to my mind?
Yeah.
Cuffing season?
Yeah.
I don't know, it sounds super kinky.
It's not.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking like handcuffs in a bedroom.
Okay. All right. She
Yeah.
went there. Okay. Do you want me to tell you cuffing season?
Yeah.
Okay. So cuffing season is when the weather starts to get cold.
Uh-huh.
So around like fall, winter, and everyone starts getting super desperate because I didn't secure anything in the summer. So they start getting super fucking desperate and just like grabbing at whatever to bring them into hibernation with them to cuff them because it's cold and nobody wants to go on dates in the winter. And like I've actually ranted about this. Like you gotta be fucking careful of cuffing season because you will get taken into hibernation. And that's another thing you're not missing out on being single. Cuffing season is terrible.
Is that for real?
Yeah, it's okay. Oh, it's a fucking thing. And then you're cuffed down with someone for like I don't know how long does our winter last, like 6 months.
All winter.
Yeah, they take you into their cave like a bear. They hibernate with you.
You know what I think about sometimes? What it would be like if I was single. Like, would I be like that? Would I
You would
date
have no
assholes?
choice.
Would I though?
You would have no choice.
Because like now I like would take no shit. You know?
Yeah, that's what you say now. There's a lot of shit out there.
Until you get desperate and it's cold out.
Yeah. And then cuffing season.
Cuffing season.
Fucking sad.
I can't even. Do you have a breakup ritual?
I
love it. Do tell.
I mean, depends on how bad the breakup was. Yeah, okay, I do, definitely. I get drunk as fuck.
Okay.
Depends on how bad the breakup was. Like, younger Amber, I think, would just get like super smashed. Just get like super smashed and then like feel like shit about it for the next couple days. But I would like to think I've grown since then, and my adult breakups have been healthier, other than that crazy guy I dated.
Okay, tell us about your last breakup. Was that a healthy one?
No,
Afterwards.
God, that was a crazy guy.
Oh, okay.
He like he called me, texted me, stalked me, used fake numbers to call my phone because I actually had to block him from all social media and block his number because it was getting like really ridiculous. So, and then he started calling on fake numbers. Yeah. So there was nothing healthy about that. There was no ritual with that one either. It was just like, get out of my life. Goodbye.
See you never?
Yeah.
I'm astounded. Do you guys have any questions for Amber? Or
No,
myself?
not just for me.
Or myself. He said I can't blame him. Ha ha ha.
Can't blame him.
I'm gonna assume the stalker.
Oh, don't be a stalker.
Don't do it.
Okay, I have one last question for you before we, I guess, pop off here.
Okay.
So if you could sum up your 2020 in 10 words or less,
Ooh.
or a few sentences or less, what would it be?
Relationship wise or just
Relationship wise.
okay. Fuck. 10 words or less relationship wise in 2020.
Yeah.
We got to spend more time together than ever before.
All right, cool.
Yep.
Cool.
That'd be it.
Well, I think that's it.
I think so.
Yeah.
Unless anybody has anything to ask, otherwise we're going to hop off.
Thank you guys for joining us. I think there was a lot more than we thought there was going to
I
be.
think so too. We're actually going to post these ones so you guys will be able to watch them again, and we'll just keep doing more.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. Next week will be all business.
Cool. Alvar just joined and he's like, cool. Sorry, Alvar, we said 8 o'clock. Okay, thanks, guys.
Yeah.
I think that went pretty good, right?
Too.